What's good? It's your boy Coach Blazer, and if you're looking to learn boxing for self-defense, then you're in the right place. We're gonna go ahead and go over your stance, your footwork, how to punch properly, and the basic defense. All right, so when it comes to your stance, the first thing you wanna do is you wanna bring your legs back. Now, if you're a lefty, you move your left leg back. If you're a righty, you move your right leg back. So, let me show you. I'm a lefty, so I'm gonna stand normal, I'm a lefty. I'm gonna go ahead and move my left leg back. Bang. From a righty, I'm gonna move my right leg back. All right? Now, after you move your legs, the next thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna make sure you balanced on both feet. You know, you gotta keep your balance. You don't wanna lean, just stand normal. So after you bring your leg back, make sure you're balanced. Make sure you're balanced on both feet. Don't lean, you know? And also bend your knees a little bit. Bend your knees a little bit, just a little bit. See how I'm standing straight? My knees is not bent. Bend it down a little bit, all right? So after you keep your balance, you wanna have a good distance between both feet. I usually like to use a imaginary line to guide me on my foot positioning. Pretty much your foot shouldn't be touching the line, or the line shouldn't be touching your feet, either or. But, so, to have a good distance between your feet, right? Have a good distance between your feet. You got the imaginary line, straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. You see? Straight down the middle, right? My feet is not touching the line, so I have a good distance between my feet. Now, if my feet is like this or like this, you know, or I'm in my stance but I'm like this, I use the line, bam, touch my feet, I have bad positioning. I could easily be off balance. So what you want to do is, all you have to do, if you see that you have bad foot positioning, all you have to do is move your left leg to the left and move your right leg to the right. Just a little bit, just to give your legs just to put a good distance between your feet. All right? So after you done round your leg back, you're keeping your balance, and you have a good distance between your feet, what you want to do is you want to keep your front foot flat, right? Front foot flat, and your back feet on your toes, so you can be able to move around quickly. So front foot flat, back feet on your toes, like this. All right? Like that. So keeping your balance, you got a good distance between your feet. Your leg is back. Your leg is back. You got a good distance between your feet. Keeping your balance. Your front foot flat. Your back feet on your toes. And the last thing is, man, just pendulum. You know, relax, breathe, and always keep your eyes on your opponent. Now, when it comes to the hand positioning, the upper body, what you want to, it's really simple. Just keep your hands up, chin down, your shoulders relaxed. You don't want to be so tense. And keep your elbows protecting your ribs. Chin down, hands up first. Chin down, shoulders relaxed, and your elbows protecting your ribs. So yeah, you just put all those together. The first thing you do, you bring your legs back. This is for the leg part, the lower body. You bring your legs back. Make sure you have a good distance between your feet, and make sure you're balanced. Bring the leg back, make sure you're balanced, don't lean, just stand normal. Have a good distance between your feet. Use the imaginary line to guide you on your foot positioning. Keep your front foot flat, back heels on your toe, on your back foot, on your toes. Just pendulum, relax, breathe, keep your eyes on your opponent. Hands up, chin down, shoulders relaxed, elbows by your ribs. All right? So that's the basic way of doing the stance for boxing. So when it comes to the basic footwork, you pretty much can move forward, to the left, to the right, and backwards. It's really simple. So I already made a video on how to do a proper stance. So now you know how to do a proper stance. So from your stance, we're gonna go ahead and move on the footwork, the basic footwork, how to move around in your stance. So get in your stance, right? So if you wanna move forward, just take one step with your front leg forward, and then the back leg, a small step forward with the back leg. Keep it the same amount of distance as for both feet. If you move your feet forward, you're gonna move your back feet the same amount of distance forward. And it's the same thing. If you wanna move to the left, you move your left leg a little bit to the left, then your right leg is gonna follow with the same amount of distance, just like that. And it's the same thing to the right. So if you wanna move to the right, you bring your right leg first, and then with the same amount of distance, you move your right leg, you move your left leg with the same amount of distance. Bam, all right? Same thing with the left side. You wanna move to the left, you move your left leg to the left, and then the right leg is gonna follow, and with the same amount of distance. And if you wanna move backwards, you bring your back leg back, and then your front leg follows with the same amount of distance. So you wanna move left, you move your left leg first. You wanna move right, you move your right leg first. You wanna move forward, you move your front leg. Your front leg. Your front leg is your lead. Your back leg is your rear. All right? So you move your front leg first, back leg follows. Front leg first, back leg follows. You wanna move to the left, move your left leg first, right leg follows. Move your right leg first, left leg follows. You get me? Left leg, right leg. Right leg, left leg. Back leg, front leg. Front leg, back leg. Very simple. So I'm gonna show you how it looks in fast, in regular full fast version, motion or whatever. So look, bam, so you go bam, 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 bam. I wanna move forward. You know, front leg, back leg, front leg, back leg. I wanna move to the right. Bam, bam. Make sure you're in your stance the whole time you're doing this. Right? This is just basic, right? If you wanna, it's like walking. You know, you walk, but you're walking, you're pretty much walking in your stance. But that's how you walk. Front leg, back leg. Front leg, back leg. You wanna move to the right, right leg, left leg. Right leg, left leg. You wanna move to the left, left leg, right leg. Left leg, right leg. Left leg, right leg. You wanna move back, back leg, front leg. Back leg, front leg, back leg, front leg. And always make sure you're balanced while you're moving. Make sure you're balanced while you're moving, and don't break your stance. You break your stance, don't cross your legs, don't do this, don't cross your legs. Just circle, in a circle, you know? Keep your stance, be in your stance the whole time. You know? Be in your stance the whole time. Don't break your stance when you're moving. Don't walk, don't cross your legs, none of that. Just keep a good distance, bend your knees, and be balanced. Keep your hands up, chin down, shoulders relaxed, elbows by your ribs. Pendulum. Pendulum is just pretty much bouncing on both legs. Just bouncing, just, you know, moving, and just being regular and being ready. Keep your eyes on your opponent whenever you're in your stance. All right, so yeah, that's all you do. Move forward, move backward, move to the left. So check me out. So you pretty much want to do drills, like shadowboxing drills, if you just moving around in a circle, drilling, you know, just working on your footwork, the basics, you know, the basic mechanics. Then you could start moving forward faster. You know, you start off slow, then you start moving faster. The jab is the most important punch in boxing because there's a lot you can do with it. You can use it to get inside, to set up punches, to annoy your opponent. You can use it as a rangefinder. There's a lot of reasons why the jab is the most important punch in boxing. Now, when it comes to throwing the jab, the first thing you want to do, you want to learn how to ball up your fist. So to ball up your fist, all you do is you ball up your fist like this, right? And then you relax your thumb on your fingers, right? So that's how you make a fist. Now, when you throw the jab, you want it to go straight forward from your stance, right? I'm in my stance. You want it to go straight forward like that, right? Straight forward. Now, you don't want to do like this. You don't want to bring your elbows up and like this. It ain't punch. No, it's just like this, you see? Straight. You get me? Straight. Don't telegraph and bring it back, then punch. No. Whenever you punch, you don't telegraph. You just throw it straight like that. Okay? Straight like that. All right? Now, when you throw your jab, at the end of the punch, right before it lands, you want to twist, just like that. And then you bring it right back into your stance, while your other hand is always protecting up your face. So you throw it, you twist, and then you bring it right back into your stance, while your other hand is up protecting your face. Just like that, all right? So after you twist it and you bring it back into your face, that's one of the things you want to do. You want to also snap it like it's a towel. You know, when you go and you snap it like a towel, same thing. You want to snap the jab, you know? Snap the jab. You want to snap it, all right? Now, don't overextend and not bring your hands back. Then you're going to hurt yourself. You don't want to do that. You want to punch and bring it back like you're snapping a towel, you know, same thing. Don't overextend where you're punching without pulling your hands back. All right, so after you snap the jab, you want to also use your shoulders. You use your shoulders. Your shoulders give you more protection. It gives you protection, look. It gives you protection. You see that? My chin is protected. Let me move my hair a little bit. My chin is protected. You see that? It's protected. And it also gives me more inches and reach into my paw, and more power. You get more power, more reach, and you get a little protection. Look, from this side. From this side. You see the protection? From this side. You see the protection? Wait. You see the protection? See the shoulders? A little protection. Right? Protection. Now look at the difference, right? Look at the difference. Now, if I use my shoulders, see the range I got? And you get more power. Yeah, protection, power, and reach when you use your shoulders. So, use your shoulders, all right? Also, you want to step in with the jab. So, all you do with your ball of your feet, the ball of your feet right here, the ball of your feet, step in with the jab. It's pretty much a balance step. Keep you balanced. So, bam, a little small balance step. I'm not moving forward. I'm just bringing my front leg forward a little bit just to keep me balanced for a split second. And then as I bring my hand back, my foot goes right back into my stance and my hand goes right back into my stance. Bam. And the whole time, my hand is up protecting my face. Check it out. Bam. Bring it back. Bam. Bring it back. You'll see the difference. Try throwing a jab and don't use your step. You'll see that you're like this, off balance. So look, I'm gonna throw my jab. Try to actually throw your jab. You see that? Look, I'm off balance. Now let me use my step to keep me balanced. Look. Bam. I'm balanced. Bam. Bam. Bring it back. Bam. Bam. You get me? So you want to use your balance step. So whenever you throw your jab, don't telegraph it, don't bring it back or show them that you're gonna punch, because they're gonna see it coming from a mile away. So that's what you want to do. So let's rewind. All right, so you want to learn how to ball up your hand like this. Ball it up, relax your thumb and your fingers. When you throw your jab, make sure it's going straight, not like this, or, you know, just make sure it's going straight. That's it. Make sure it's going straight, like that. Make sure it's going straight. All right. So after it's going straight, make sure you twist your hand too. Twist it, keep your hands up, bring it right back into your face, okay? Or your stance, whatever. So yeah, twist, bring it back. All right. Also, snap that jab, snap it, wah, like it's a towel, like it's a towel. Wah. Snap it, and use your shoulders for more protection, reach, and power. And then you do the balance step also whenever you punch. Jab, step when you throw that jab. Bah, bah. Okay? As long as you use those, your jab is going to be on point. It's going to be on point, trust me. So that's how you throw a basic jab, but it's detailed and effective. So follow those steps. Ball up your fist. Ball up your fist. Whoop. Twist your hand. Bring it back to your face. Make sure it goes straight. And snap the jab. Use your shoulders. And use your balance step. Use all of that, and you'll have a really good jab. The straight punch or the cross is more like a power punch. It's usually set up by the jab. So whenever you throw the straight punch, the first thing you want to do is you want to keep your non-punching hand up and throw your straight punch straight, right? Like I said with the jab. You want to punch with the shoulders first. You want to punch with the shoulders, right? So you can have more power. And also, you want to punch with the hips. Turn the hips. That's where you get your power from. Use your shoulders, use your hips. And also pivot in and out off the back leg. So my foot is 45 degree right now, right? It's 45 degree. So what I gotta do real quick is I gotta pivot my foot forward like this. You see that? I twist it, I twist my feet like that. That's how you pivot the foot. And you pivot your hip. If my hips is 45, just like my feet, I'm gonna pivot both my hips and my feet forward. Right now, it starts off at a 45. I'm gonna pivot it forward. So the hip and the feet is gonna turn forward as my shoulders move forward, okay? All at the same time, while this hand, the non-punching hand, stays right there, not moving. So just like this, bam. And bring it right back into your stance. Bam, bam. And when you twist, right, keep your balance. You might be a little off balance right here because majority of your legs is on your front leg. Majority of your weight is on your front leg. But you want to twist it right back into your stance. So quickly, twist use your shoulders, twist your hips, and twist your feet, and then go right back into your stance. You're pretty much going to be using your arm, your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and the ball of your feet, okay? So for the arm, the first thing you want to do for the arm part, I'm going to show you the arm part first. So the arm part, you want to keep your hands up right by your face, right? Your non-punching hand. I'm not punching with this hand. I'm going to use my lead hand, and this is my non-punching hand. You want to keep your non-punching hand up right here, right? Right by your face. Then you want to, well, both hands up, of course, but then when you're ready to punch, you want to lift and rotate your arm in the L shape. So a L shape like this, right? It could be, you know, something like that, like you're flexing, right? But a L shape, you're flexing, but it's an L shape, you know? So you want to lift and rotate your arm in an L shape, right? Now you want to keep your arm at shoulder's height, at your shoulder height. Not too low, not too high, just shoulder height, okay? So you lift and rotate it at shoulder height. Now for the palm, you can have your palm facing down, or you can have your palm facing towards you. Me, I prefer it towards me. I feel more comfortable doing it like that. So I have my arm facing towards me, or you can have it facing down, whichever fits you. Doesn't matter, it's optional. All right? So keep your hands up, lift and rotate L in an L shape, and keep your arm at shoulder height and your palm facing down or towards you. Okay? So that's the arm part. Now, when you throw your arm, now we're gonna go down to the rest, which is pivoting your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your feet. Okay? So to when you throw your arm, when you throw your hook with your arm, you want to pivot your shoulders, hips, knees, and your feet. And to be able to do that, you want to do it all at the same time. And to be able to do it all at the same time, you got to learn how to pivot your lead foot first. Okay? So I'm gonna show you how to pivot your lead foot first. It's very simple. All right. So with your lead foot, you want to lift your back heel up and tiptoe on the ball of your feet with your knees bent just a little bit. And your back foot will be carrying your weight. It will be carrying majority of your weight majority of the time, okay? So lift your back heel up, tiptoe, knees bent, back foot carrying your weight majority of the time. All right? That's the first step. So once you do that, you're in position to pivot. So all you have to do is you got to turn your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your feet towards the direction that your arm is going, or the direction that you're punching. So if I'm punching this way, I'm gonna turn my shoulders, hips, knees, and feet towards that way. So I'm gonna do it without punching. Without punching. Different angle. Okay? So that's what you want to do. You want to pivot it all at the same time, right? And your back foot will be still carrying majority of the weight. So you pivot, and your body, when you do that, you're going to be putting your whole body weight behind it for maximum power. Okay? Now also, when I throw my hook, right, you'll realize that when I twist, when I pivot, my shoulders, my hips, my knees, and my feet is gonna turn before the punch actually lands and make an impact. So your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your feet is gonna turn, and it's gonna turn before your hand actually make the impact. So your hand is pretty much following your body. The hand is like just, you know, you're twisting, you're lifting and rotating your arm in the L shape, keeping it shoulders height. You know, you're doing that with your palm facing the direction you want it to be, right? You're doing the arm part, but as you pivot, your shoulders, your hips, and your feet, your knees and feet is gonna follow. It's like a split second. Look, split second, right? So after you, bang, you did that, right? The last part is to pivot right back into your stance by undoing whatever you just did. You want your hook short and sharp. Now you can also pivot your whole body. You can pivot your whole body when you throw the hook, the lead hook. It works best for the lead hook. Okay, so I'm like, this is what I mean. Right here, look. All right, you pivot, right? So if you want to learn that, just check out my video on how to pivot if you want to learn that. But I'm just letting you know you can pivot as well with your lead hook. So again, quick review for the lead hook. What you want to do is, you want to do the arm part. Keep your hands up by your face. Lift and rotate your arm in the L position. Keep your arm at a shoulder height, and your palm, keep it facing you or downwards. All right, palm down. All right, so palm down or facing you. So that's the arm part, right? Once you got the arm part down pat, you need your shoulders, your hips, and your knees and feet to follow the direction that is going, that you're punching. So look, bang, 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 bang. All right, so remember, you twist, turn your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your feet towards the direction you're punching, and the arm is just gonna follow. And then once it make that impact, bang! And remember, keep this hand up the whole time. So look, I don't know if I explained it, but let me re-explain it. It's important to keep your hands up because when you keep your hands up, you prevent yourself from getting caught in an exchange. And an exchange is when both fighters throw a punch at the same time. And sometimes you can't prevent it sometimes. So you want to keep your hands up. At least when you keep your hands up while punching, you prevent yourself from getting caught in an exchange a lot less, okay? So keep your hands up. There's a big difference between doing this and let's say he throw a hook right here. We both gonna get clipped, you feel me? So what you want to do is you want to keep your hands up like right here. What's up, coach?
What up, player? Nice seeing you.
So what you want to do is you want to keep your hands up and punch as you pivot, all right? You don't want to throw your hook and get clipped with your hands down. You don't want that. It will happen, I promise you. It will happen. It happens to everyone. It happened to me, it happened to everyone. So keep your hands up when you punch, okay? That's why it's important. But that's how you throw a perfect hook, man. Those details is important, dog. You feel me? Just make sure you do that. All right, so when it comes to the rear hook, which is your back hand, your power hand, it's the same thing as throwing a lead hook. So you throw a lead hook, right? I just showed you how to throw a lead hook, right? So it's the same thing. Everything is the same. The only difference is the leg that you're pivoting with and the leg that's carrying majority of your weight. So this is what I mean. So look, I'm gonna pivot with my lead leg since I'm punching with my lead hand, right? I'm pivoting with my lead leg. It's the same thing with the rear hook, but it's gonna be the back leg instead. So lead foot, lead leg, rear foot, rear hand, okay? Rear hand, rear foot, lead hand, lead foot, okay? So now when you pivot, this is how you pivot your rear foot. So look, I'm in my stance. My legs, my rear foot is facing at like a 45-degree angle, right? I'm gonna tiptoe. I'm gonna lift my knee up, tiptoe on the ball of my feet. Lift my knee up, tiptoe on the ball of my feet, right? After that, I'm gonna pivot my foot, my knee, and my hips forward, towards my opponent. From my stance, towards my opponent. It's the same thing as throwing a straight punch. So, look, see, I'm in my stance, 45, right? I tiptoe by lifting up my knees on the ball of my feet. My knees is bent a little bit, and I'm going to pivot my foot, knee, and hips forward towards my opponent, okay? That's how you pivot the back leg. And after you did that, your front leg is gonna be carrying majority of your weight. And make sure when you're carrying majority of your weight with your lead foot, you bend your knees a little bit so you can have more balance. And also, as you're doing all of this, you should be balanced the whole time, okay? So yeah, you pivot your legs and carry your weight with your lead foot. Just like, see look, and the arm position is the same thing. Lift and rotate in the L position. Keep your arms shoulders height, all right? And keep this hand up. So look, keep this hand up. Keep this hand up, all right? And lift and rotate L shape, shoulders height, all right? And for the feet, you pivot your back foot and your lead foot is gonna be carrying your weight majority of the time. So look, this is how it looks. Hands up, rotate, pivot, all right? Bam, just like that. Look. All right, so the last part, after you finish punched, right? After you finish punch, you wanna go right back into your stance by undoing everything you just did, okay? And that's it, that's how you throw a rear hook. It's the same thing as the rear hook is the same thing as throwing the lead hook. The only difference is the leg that you're pivoting with and the leg that's carrying majority of your weight. And that's it. So look, lead hook, bang, rear hook, bang, okay? And after you punch, you go right back into your stance with your hands up. All right, so this is how we throw the uppercut, right? The rear uppercut. I like to throw the rear uppercut. Because it has more power. I don't really like throwing the lead uppercut like that. You know, if it's there, I throw it, but I don't really go for it, you feel me? So I don't even need it, you feel me? I don't need it, never needed it, but I'm gonna teach you because just in case you wanna know it, you feel me? But let's start with the rear first. So look, when you throw the rear, right, first thing you wanna do, you wanna keep your non-punching hand up. I'm going to punch with my rear hand, so that is my back power hand, okay? So you always keep both hands up, but one arm is punching and one is right by your face protecting it, okay? So,
What's up, ladies?
what's up, champ?
No,
You do your thing. But yeah, so what you want to do is keep your hands up, and then you want to lift your arm, your rear punching hand, in an L shape, like this, right? A L shape like this, right? So you want to lift it up. You want to punch upwards with this hand up. Keep this hand right here. Don't ever move this. Keep it right here. So you want to lift it up. Bam, right? Upwards like that. Lift it up. Now, do not telegraph it like this or a little bit. Because when you do that, they'll see you what you're about to do from a mile away. You don't want that. So just throw it right from where you at. So bang, bang, right from where you at, okay? L shape going up. Do not telegraph, just throw it right where you at, all right? Now, you gotta pivot also. So you're gonna have to pivot your hips, your knees, and your feet forward like you're throwing a straight punch, okay? So, and also your shoulders is gonna be going forward too. Because look, when I throw my uppercut, look at my shoulders, right? It's in my stance, I'm in my stance. I'm gonna throw my uppercut, you see that? You see how it went forward? It's cause like I kinda like bent, my body went like this. My body kinda switched stances for a split second, you feel me? When I throw it, my shoulder goes forward like I'm switching stances. But I'm really not switching stances, okay? So look, that's the shoulder part. The hips is gonna go forward, your knees is gonna go forward, and your feet is gonna go forward, okay? So look, without punching, it's like throwing a straight punch, okay? The only difference is this hand is up, and this hand is punching up, okay? Look, from my stance, bang, okay? And the last step is to pivot right back into your stance by undoing everything you just did. So look, bam, and then pivot right back into my stance. Also, you want to tiptoe. When you pivot, to be able to pivot, you always need a tiptoe. All right. So whenever I say tiptoe, whenever I say pivot, you gotta tiptoe. You can't pivot without tiptoeing. All right. So, and to tiptoe is really simple. To tiptoe, all you do is lift your back heel up and keep your feet on the ball of your be on your toes on the ball of your feet. That's it. You know, that's how you tiptoe. And keep your knees bent also. So look, let me show you. Look. Bam, I'm in my stance, 45, my knee and my feet is facing 45, right? And I'm on my toes. My back heel is up, I'm on my toes, my knees is bent, all right? All at the same time, I'm gonna turn my feet, I'm gonna pivot my feet, my knee, and my hips forward, okay? All at the same time, and I'm gonna punch up with this hand up. Bam. You see that? Again. And then you just pivot right back into your stance by undoing everything. Boom, boom. All right. For the lead knee, for the lead leg, same thing. Keep your non-punching hand up for the lead uppercut. Keep your non-punching hand up, L shape, and punch up. Okay. Now, when you throw the lead hand, it's the same thing, but you're not. For the shoulder part, it's just leaning forward with the shoulders. You get me? Your shoulders is pretty much coming up. It's coming up, but forward, like that. Bam. You see that? Look. Let me back up. Look. Bam. Bam. You see that? Usually his head, if you're throwing an uppercut, it's because his head is he's ducking, or his head is low. So if his head is low, like he's ducking or he's going for a body shot, that's when it's the best time to throw the uppercut. So you won't have to, throw an uppercut like this. It's pretty much gonna be like right here type stuff, you feel me? So, but yeah, you lift it up, your shoulders, see that shoulder? You see that shoulder right there. Bam. All right, shoulder come up, your hand, shoulder come up, okay? The hips and the feet, for the hips, it comes forward, the hips comes forward for the lead uppercut. The hips come forward like this. Bam, and I tiptoe. I like to tiptoe. I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody really taught me the lead uppercut. I learned that joke on my own. Like I said, I don't even throw the lead uppercut. I throw my rear. But look. But I know how to throw it, So look, tiptoe. You tiptoe with your knees bent, and your hips is gonna come up like that. Look, bam, just a little bit. Your hips come up a little bit. And your shoulder come up and your hand come up. Your hand come up, your shoulders come up, your hips come up, your knees is bent, and you're tiptoeing. And on your back leg, it's carrying your weight. It's keeping you balanced. Whenever you do this, make sure you're balanced. So look, bam, bam, and go right back into your stance once you're done punching. Bam, bam. You got the rear, lead, rear, lead, rear. All right? But yeah, I hope this video helped you. I'm sure it did, because this is the basics. You just gotta practice it and master it by doing it 10,000 times. And that's all you got to do.
That's one of my favorite songs. You never heard it, no?
And I really like that era too. But I guess I only like have like the hits record. So
It came on like back in the day on the 105.9. I was like, what is this? I haven't covered it in like 10 years. Me, my brother, and Run and Albert like Stetchy.
oh, okay.
I was just that's how it is. You know? He had more chops than me. Like when he played guitar in front of my dad, and he played in front of my dad, and I like when it was like my dad, like my dad, my dad's like, you know, very good, Albert, but oh, you suck. Like, but I never gave up. I just don't, like, you know, someone in high school, and that something that was very like competitive. Guitarists like, or very particular, like very near room, and it is very competitive. Like nobody's impressed by nobody. Like somebody does something, there's very little praise. It was almost like very so like not impressed. And I kind of like, oh, what done it that like this? Oh, I would play it like this. Similar to like it's like that type of environment, you know, like Eddie, you know, like the guys that belong to it's like the metal, kind of like scale. Like they don't really go with the fucking girl. They're like you know, type of people. But I love that shit. That's the song next, and also the name is called The World.
Want to get better at boxing while actually enjoy learning it? On my Patreon, you'll learn real boxing techniques, watch epic fighter highlights, and get exclusive videos, all ad-free. It's everything boxing fans love in one place. Become a member today. The link will be in the video description.